came here in 1984, August, from Green Street. Most of the farm here and bought some more in about 1987.
How big is it now?
271 hectares.
Yeah, that would keep you honest. What are you doing with it?
Specialist arable, I would call myself. Vegetable seeds, wheat, barley, processed peas, seed peas, sheep, that's lambing ewes, and fattening steers for 5-star.
You are using GPS. This is part of your innovative farming bit.
Yes, that's right. About 4 years ago we purchased GPS. We also purchased a precision drill and sprayer at the same time, and we already had a inter-row cultivator. So we thought, well, if we did the whole thing and justify the GPS so we can actually integrate everything into one.
So how are you using the GPS? Because it's more than keeping your rows straight.
Yeah, well, the row straightening is just the first bit in of the many aspects. It controls the sprayer so that it controls the rate of the spray. It controls where it sprays, so we're not overspraying the boundary. We can put exclusion zones in so we don't spray certain parts of the field, or if we've got 2 crops in the field, we can stop when you go over the edge, it won't spray the other crop. And it's all section control, so it's all automatic.
So you're using some sort of mapping system?
Yeah, that's all part of the GPS that comes with it, and logging where we've been. That's the sprayer. With the drilling and inter-row cultivating, that's just basically the precision drill. We do the normal grain drill is also operated with GPS. We're just going on to controlling the fertiliser on our precision drill via the GPS.
Yes, talk a wee bit about that, because you seem to have a very solid canopy.
Of the wheats and so forth, it's just good plant population, good management. I use a Cirrus wheat calculator, so decision support's very good.
So your numbers of plants per hectare are actually probably more than most people's?
I don't know about that, but I do aim for probably 170 instead of 150. I find that if I keep the water up, I can actually make use of all those.
Tell me about your nitrogen theories.
That was on the carrots, and a few years ago I reduced the nitrogen use on the carrots, and I got a feeling that I was actually getting better disease control, well, not as much disease in the carrots. So that was and then last year we had a density trial in the carrots, and one of the higher densities was looking quite nitrogen deficient, so we tested it and it wasn't too bad, so we ended up putting a nitrogen trial over the top of the density trial, and came out with the fact that even though it looked yellow and deficient in nitrogen, it's actually still the highest yielding. So we're doing more work this year on trying to get a handle on how much and
or how little, really.
Or how little, yes, yeah. So it's all good for the environment.
Speaking of the environment, integrated pest management, or IPM as you call it?
Yes, well, when I was in the States about 3 or 4 years ago, we were in Columbia Basin and looking at different things, and realised that they actually couldn't control anything because everything was resistant to everything, and thought, well, this must be a better way. I'd known about it here since the 70s, and it really never caught on in the seed industry. It's big in the fresh market industry, and got onto that, came home and trialled it, and realised that a lot of the chemicals I could put on after dark, and actually they weren't broken down with the sunlight, so I actually got a bit better job done because the insects are out crawling around at that time, so I was actually applying the chemical directly to the insects and getting very good control. It's all because I can drive at night with a GPS.
Which brings back the GPS into the conversation. You're also looking at predators rather than spray.
Yes, well, that's the beauty of IPM. You're actually killing the bad insect like the aphid or the diamondback moth or leaf miner, and leaving all the predators there to actually attack anything that's coming back in. So you're actually increasing the numbers per area of predators.
John, you got a bit of irrigation. You're pretty close to the coast, obviously, but you were still using a bit of water?
Yes, just really getting started up at the moment. With the crop mix, we're not all on and all off. At the moment I'm sort of only about a third operating. I've used neutron probes and the Aquatrack program to actually plan it out, so I know I'll probably working in the weekend, but I'll be on top of it.
So where to from here? Just more of the GPS and learning more about it so you can get more from it?
Yeah, I think that's right, Rob. There's lots of new things coming on this horizon with remote sensing and variable rates and all sorts of other things, which is all sort of, it's a fairly steep learning curve, and it's trying to get your head around what one can help you the most at the time.
Farming's come a long way since your dad was farming with you.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, an 8-horse team at Sandy Knolls is a bit different to a 2010 tractor with GPS and
satellites flying overhead.
Yes, yeah.